Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this for the third fucking time. Stupid G-Hub. Right. From Bounding to Comics, The Witcher showrunner Lauren Hissrich attempts to inspire confidence in the series following Henry Cavill's exit. But before I go on, here's my video.
We are few. We are God's chosen knights. We are born of sin and crime. We are repentance personified. We are immortal. We are legend. We are God's wrath made manifest. And we know no fear.
Right, so this time let's hope G-Hub doesn't fuck things up again. Alright, so as you all know, Lauren Hissrich is the showrunner. They're responsible for the garbage that we have on Netflix right now that claims to be The Witcher, but it is not The Witcher. Yeah, Henry Cavill was the one carrying everything in that show. Poor guy. It was a heavy weight. Because as you remember, one of the things that I ranted about in the past, Henry Cavill was filming and they decided to make a funny little scene of the roach dying. But since he's a fan of the material, an actual fan for the love of God, an actual fan, something that is rare on Hollywood these days, and he said, no, fuck this. And she said to him, well, then write it your own. And he did. And the scene became better because of him. Yeah, quite a difference, isn't it? But that's not the only thing that is kind of keeping this show pretty much on the low end of failures. Remember this little discussion over here from comicbookmovie.com a little bit over a month ago, called X-Men 97 showrunner reveals negative experience on The Witcher that changed his approach to the show. Here is what he said. I have been on a show, namely Witcher, where some of the writers were not or actively disliked the books and games, even actively mocking the source material. It's a recipe for disaster and bad morale. Fandom, as a litmus test, checks egos and makes all the long nights worth it. Well, as you know, that means these people that were in there did not respect the lore, did not respect the source material, did not respect the character, did not even respect the game, which is what brought this character to many, many people in the world. I wasn't aware of The Witcher before the game, and the game made me aware of The Witcher. And it's an interesting character, to say the least. You could say he was kind of a copy of Eric, but let's not go there right now. But first and foremost, you are a goddamn fucking writer. You are supposed to be there to make the show that resembles as closely as possible. I know it's not possible to be 100% correct of the source material, but as closely as fucking humanly possible from the source material. What did they do? They swapped up the wazoo, made the characters that were memorable on the game and the book become forgettable race swaps, and even added ball sack armors. on soldiers. Both fucking suck armors. Let that sink in. What in the sort of absolute retarded nonsense were they thinking when they made that? But here it is. Here is what she says. What I'm excited about is allowing this franchise to continue growing and that we get new energy and chemistry that we haven't discovered yet. Yeah, that would be interesting if you actually respected the source material, goddamn fucking moron. Right. And to me, that's part of the fun of television. We don't know where exactly the adventure is going to end. So it's something I'm really excited about. Well, interesting because, remember, Henry Cavill left. And that was, as we are pretty much 99% sure about it, was due to creative differences. Yeah, you saw what happened on the writing room. So they may have pretty much spilled the beans. Alright, let's continue. You know, I will say that the change is also energy. Change also brings about different energy, so to us, that's just part of continuing to roll into this franchise. Oh my god, I hope I can afford a new iPhone. Oh! Here's what she said, continue. I can't wait to get started. We are not there, so right now I just really want to keep focused on Blood Origin and all of this amazing work. Yeah, Blood Origin is a spin-off, which is... one moment. Far worse than the original! And it is pretty much predating story-wise a couple of 100 years, I think that's what in the PR, but let's be honest, I do not care. I do not care about that garbage show. But Blood Origin is a spin-off with even more race swaps. So if The Witcher, which was literally carried by Henry Cavill, failed, you think this garbage is going to stand? And remember, Netflix in the past was pretty much happy to sign on any TV show they could possibly get their grubby little fatty, sweaty and greasy hands on. Today they kind of, well, after going woke, lots of people left Netflix and now they are kind of piecing money away. So they are a bit, tiny little bit trigger happy on cancelling shows. So you think that The Witcher will survive after season 4 despite being renewed and confirming Liam Hemsworth? Will they cancel season 4 before it even debuts? Will they cancel Blood Origin after the first season? Oh, we can only hope. Right, so let's move on. Here is what the bitch said. But that's the thing, there's a lot of talk and rumors about we fully understand why fans are going there. What I will say to fans is please come back to The Witcher Season 3 so that we can continue to do this. Please! After I insulted you, insulted the material, insulted the character, insulted everybody, please, please save us! Well, suck my cock. I am not coming back. Tell you the truth, I didn't even go back on the first one. Neither the second one. I couldn't even bother after what I saw. It's a destruction of the character. And the story. Anyway. Obviously, Cavill's exit is a huge news, but what I don't want to do is this has to say about Blood Origin. The Clan de Barra, Cass and the Creole is like, it's their time in the spotlight. Well, you can go fuck yourself. So, a bunch of fans ended up talking to her, and here is her reply. You know, I get that you may be a fan and everything. Doubt on the fan bit, but let's move on. But that doesn't justify the fact that you have turned this show into something way different and worse according to most people from what we all liked from the books. True. I totally hear if you don't like it. There are lots of people who did it out. Literally millions and millions of them. Are they lots of fans? Please come back. Millions of fans, please come back. I need to buy the new iPhone. Okay. Are they less fans, or do they just like different things? Or maybe there's room for many different versions of your stories? I hope so, but I understand you're disappointed. Wishing you the best. Well, first and foremost, You grab a little pineapple. No. A large pineapple. Ah, that was going nice to have that. Grab a large pineapple, and instead of shoving it up in your goddamn fucking filthy bunghole on the fruity bit, you're gonna shove it with the leafy bit first. No lube. Because that's how you should roll. Fuck, that's what you did to The Witcher on this goddamn shit show that we see on Netflix right now. Fuck! Right. Moving on. Is it true that you see yourselves above the source material? Yes. To be honest, this show had a much higher potential. It could have been the next Lord of the Rings killer. But you and your directive team just made it into a generic fantasy show. I think he's being way too nice on the show. I wouldn't even call it generic. I'll call it far worse than generic in this, but here. Oh well, opinions. Everybody has one. Like assholes. Right, as you would say, millions liked it, and I may be in the majority, but even if those millions liked it, they will forget it and move on. You had the chance to create something eternal and great like Lord of the Rings. I give the show 6 out of 10 on IMDb. Well, congratulations, I wouldn't have given him, not him, oh, Jesus Christ. I wouldn't have given the show not even a 1. And here's what she said. Huh? Above the source material? Never! Well, what evidence do you have to prove what you said, Lauren? Because we have evidence here that it's pretty clear that you're kind of lying and not being truthful. Let me repeat it. From Bo DeMayo. I've been on a show, namely Witcher, where some of the writers were not or actively disliked the books and games, even actively mocking the source material. It's a recipe for disaster and bad morale. So these people mocked the characters, mocked the show, destroyed everything. And now they are begging us to return, and it says that they are not above the source material. Go fuck yourself. I actually have evidence that you are thinking you're above the source material. Do you have any evidence to say that you're not? Well, and here's the last person. I am not attacking you at all, but I want to know exactly what caused Henry to leave, as he initially said he will be on board for 7 seasons. We all have much to discuss when season 3 press rolls around. For now, I want to keep things focused on Blood Origins, because people work their asses off to bring this to life. They deserve some time in the spotlight. Well, first and foremost, we all know you pretty much ruined everything in this goddamn fucking show. And we all know you people, begging for us to watch season 3 so they can continue with season 4. But considering that the greasy, grubby, tiny, little, fatty hands of Netflix are a bit desperate and trigger happy on canceling shows, we can only hope that Blood Origins get cancelled after first season, and that we may never see season 4 of The Witcher, which sadly we might still see. We can only hope, we can only dream that it gets cancelled. Oh, please do get cancelled, because this is not The Witcher. This has never been The Witcher. This is just something that looks like The Witcher. Parody, maybe? Something like that? It's garbage. You ruined the character, and you had the perfect actor to play the part, and you ruined it. Fuck. Right. Well, you get what you fucking deserve, Lauren Hissrich. You get what you fucking deserved. On that goddamn fucking hell. Have a great fucking night.